Welcome, Focus Learners, to today's Explainer. We've got something super fun and incredibly insightful lined up. We're going to dissect a lightning-fast piece of digital content to deeply understand the actual mechanics of modern viral storytelling. Okay, let's dive into this. We are going to break down the complete anatomy of a microstory using a perfectly crafted example from our source material, the Monkey's Golden Gate Cape Caper. It's rapid, it's highly engaging, and as you'll see, it is an absolute masterclass in grabbing and holding human attention.
Wait, a monkey just lost his cap on the Golden Gate Bridge, and what happened next shocked everyone. Just listen to how that begins. It is delivered with this extreme, breathless urgency. In today's wild, fast-paced digital ecosystem, you have exactly 0 to 3 seconds to grab your audience before they just scroll away. And this hook? It does it instantly. Before you even get a shred of context, boom, you are thrown right into the absolute middle of a high-stakes drama.
Section 1. The ultimate narrative hook, and grabbing attention in 3 seconds. If you want a viral short to actually work, you absolutely must set up immediate, high-stakes curiosity right out of the gate. Without this vital component, the viewer is just gone. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the specific phrasing the creator relies on. What happened next shocked everyone. By deliberately withholding the actual resolution of the monkey's problem, this text effectively forces the viewer to stay engaged. It creates a massive curiosity gap in your brain. You simply have to know what shocked those people on the bridge, right?
Section 2. Disaster on the bridge and building the conflict.
Now, a great hook is amazing, but it isn't enough on its own. You need a truly compelling story to back it up. Let's actually deliberately slow our pacing down for a second here to really emphasize this scene. Imagine it chronologically. First, our little guy is arriving with a big smile, a perfect happy start. But wait, out of nowhere, a strong wind blows his tiny red cap high into the air. That sudden, totally unexpected loss creates an immediate emotional pivot for the viewer. We go from joy straight into panic. Suddenly, he's off, he's running, he's dodging. It is pure, unadulterated edge-of-your-seat action happening right there on the bridge.
Breaking down that frantic pursuit into steps, we see exactly how the creator builds incredible kinetic momentum. Step 1, run as fast as he could. Step 2, jump. Step 3, dodge people. And this brilliantly illustrates how just a single, well-crafted sentence in our source material creates a highly visual kinetic action sequence. I mean, you can practically see this little guy weaving desperately through the crowds of tourists.
Section 3. An unexpected hero emerges. The turning point.
Okay, so the frantic energy has completely exhausted itself, and hope seems totally lost. We're actively shifting the tone now from that frantic despair into a moment of breathless anticipation. How on earth is this tiny micro-adventure going to resolve? We are left with just 2 incredibly heavy words: gone forever. I really want to emphasize that this is the absolute emotional low point of the story. The creator wants you to deeply, viscerally feel the monkey's total sense of loss. That tiny red cap flying away over the massive expanse of the Golden Gate Bridge just seems entirely out of reach. It brilliantly grounds a totally silly story in a moment of genuine relatable disappointment.
But then, a friendly tourist grabbed the cap. Boom! Just like that, the pacing speeds right back up with immense relief and triumph. The day is saved. Let's move to and see how this builds that sudden day-saving act of kindness. It provides an instant, joyous release of literally all the tension that was so carefully built up over the last few seconds. You just can't help but smile.
Section 4. The perfect selfie resolution, the emotional payoff.
You see, a viral microstory doesn't just end abruptly. It wraps up the central conflict by giving the audience a feel-good, visually satisfying resolution. We need to see that our tiny protagonist is okay. And look at the specific joyful actions he takes. He happily puts the cap back on, he waves to everyone, and crucially, he takes a funny selfie with the bridge behind him. That last bullet point, absolute strategic genius. The inclusion of a funny selfie perfectly modernizes this classic story arc. It translates the microstory for a digitally savvy audience who instantly relates to capturing a crazy, chaotic moment on their phone.
Then, our little hero laughs and directly delivers the moral of the story. Every adventure brings a new surprise. So the crucial point is how this wraps up the entire explainer's core takeaway. It takes a highly stressful event, like losing something precious in a massive crowd, and totally reframes it. This relates the monkey's optimistic philosophy to how a sudden act of kindness can turn our own daily hurdles and stressors into positive, photo-worthy moments. It's a great mindset shift.
Section 5. The call to action.
engaging the audience.
Modern digital stories are brilliant at transforming passive viewers into active participants. The source text achieves this magic trick by concluding with a direct question right to the viewer. Where should the monkey travel next? Notice how this flawlessly pivots the narrative. It takes what was a completely closed story, the cap is saved, the selfie is taken, the day is done, and instantly turns it into an open-ended community interaction. It literally hands the microphone over to you. And of course, that question is immediately followed by the classic creator instructions. Comment below, like, and subscribe. By placing these instructions right after the emotional high of the monkey's journey, the creator is directly leveraging those positive feelings for digital engagement and channel growth. Think about it. You feel immense relief and joy that the monkey got his hat back. So you're primed and much more likely to hit that like button and share the good vibes. It's incredibly smart.
So, as we conclude this explainer on the anatomy of a microstory, I want to take that little monkey's optimistic takeaway and turn it directly over to you, the focused learner. I have to ask, what unexpected adventures and sudden surprises are waiting for you today? Keep your eyes open, embrace the unexpected hurdles, and remember that a little sudden kindness goes a really long way. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.